Somebody just took.
Okay, this is God Talk 12. God Talk number 12. Brown Spade. We got some interesting topics today, but y'all already know before we begin. Okay, once again, welcome to the Brown Spade Podcast Show. I got my brother from another mother, brother Cleveland. What's good, brother?
What's going on? What's going on?
Nothing much. Okay, so let's get started. Um, this is Guy Talk number 12. I thought it was 11. Cleve, correct me on that one. I appreciate that. I'm getting
Don't,
lost in the count, so that's a
hey,
good thing.
don't shorten us, man. Don't
Hey,
shorten us.
that's that's a good thing though. I'm getting lost in count. That mean we putting in some work.
Yeah.
So yeah, I appreciate that.
Hey, Dan,
All right, so
before we get started, look,
go
I
ahead.
want to say, thank you to everybody that that have been reaching out to me and just giving us feedback on just our topics and enjoying our topic. Keep supporting us, man. Keep sharing it. Um, Tell people to subscribe. I mean, the more and more people subscribe and like and share, the more and more the content that we talk about will get out there. So we really appreciate y'all supporting us and everybody that contact me and is just thanking us for the content. We appreciate it. We really do.
And also I want to say that I normally say it at the end of the show, myself and Cleveland said at the end of the show. Please press that like button, subscribe, and share. Share this content. It costs you nothing. It don't cost you a dime. All
Mm.
right. So 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 the other day, a few days ago, well, I think you sent me a this thing the other day, right? But anyway, it went viral with this she's a state senator and her name is Miss Tiara Mack. And so before we share our opinions, I just want to go ahead and pull up a video. So y'all just hold tight. Okay. Hold on, Clay. Trying to get it to. Okay. Okay, here we go. Trying to move out this other crap out of the way. That's good enough. Let's go ahead and play what we got. Can you hear me, Clee?
I get you clear.
Okay, good. Okay, again, this is a state senator of Rhode Island, and her name is Tiara Mack. So I would love for you guys to please put in your comments on what do you think about it and your opinions, because I mean she is a public figure in her community. So here we go.
This is tacky. This is lazy. What? Baby girl. Baby girl. No, this ain't it. This ain't it. Do y'all really just be coming on the internet without knowing how to do a simple Google search? I'm a state senator, baby girl. The United States got nothing to do with me. She ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't know why I'm justifying this with a response, but LOL. I literally won my election 60% to 40%. I'm looking to get reelected. Bye. I'm trying to determine which point of envy are these people mad at. Is it the Ivy League degree? Is it the sitting state senator? Is it the bodacious body? Because the hate is real and abundant. I believe the word that you meant to use was reelected. It won't get me reelected. And it probably will because my constituents freaking love that I'm a real person and fun and, not a robot. Platform, baby. I wear them and I pass them. Next. Honey, baby, this ain't it because I have an Ivy League degree and I'm a sitting state senator. It's not about what I'm wearing. It's not about what I'm doing. They won't respect me regardless. Yes, we absolutely need more people spreading joy, positivity, and humor in these trying times. I'm glad I got to enjoy my paid time off. Please do not hop on to the internet in 2022 as if the insurrection did not happen. Go talk to an insurrectionist. Go talk to y'all's old president. Don't come to me with this nonsense. Please. Am I surprised that the internet is more ready to talk about me twerking upside down on America's birthday yesterday than they are ready to talk about any of the policy wins I had this year or any of the other accomplishments that I've had outside of the Senate chamber, inside of the Senate chamber? I'm not surprised that they would rather talk about me shaking my ass. The consistency and the dedication in which the media decides to target Black queer women, myself, in ways that are unproductive to the narrative it's lazy, it's tacky, and quite frankly, I'm over it. I got policy papers for days on my website. I have introduced policy for days. I'd be talking, I'd be elevating things. And the only thing they want to talk about is me shaking my ass. Some people have asked, what's that thing on my leg? It's not a thing. It's a birthmark. I was born with it. It goes all around my leg, my foot, etc.
It always makes me.
Okay, we're gonna stop right there. Let me get her off this video so we can get started. Exit her out. Okay. So all right, so we're back, brother.
Question you because I thought the video was gonna show what she actually did.
No, the thing of it is the reason why I didn't because that was somebody else's video and I didn't want to hear his voice.
Gotcha.
So that's why it's not played. So for those who haven't seen the video, she is a state senator, and she was over the holidays of this 4th of July of Independence Day in the United States of America. She's on the beach, upside down, standing on her head, twerking with a 2-piece bikini on. And so now she's getting a lot of flack. She's getting a lot of flack. People are chiming in on her, and she doesn't want the criticism, but she represent that group in Rhode Island. She is a public figure. So, Brother Cleveland, I'm gonna go ahead and you go ahead and go first on this, and then I'll go after you, brother.
Well, first of all, if she was on vacation, just on vacation with friends or whatever, and she was doing this, and she did the twerk video or whatever, fine. But the problem I have with the video is, for one, you posted it, right? So when you post something, there's a chance that you're gonna get likes. There's a chance you're gonna get dislikes. There's a chance you're gonna have people in your Instagram, in your messages. There's a chance you're gonna get all types of different reactions or whatever. Then not only did she do the twerk thing, you can hear the guy, whoever it is filming, telling her to pop her butt, pop. You can hear him say these things. And then on top of that, she stands up after doing that and she said, now get out and vote. Now go vote. I'm like, so this was your campaign slogan? Like, come on. Come on. That's one of the problems I have with her. And then to make a video and to come on there, I thought she was gonna apologize, but no. She made it about, that people are hating on her. She started talking about her degree. She started talking about all the things that she have done, which you're a politician. These are policies and these are things that you're supposed to do. That's your job. You're a politician. So I don't know why you want to get credit for doing your job. And then on top of that, not only did she do that, then she brings in her so-called community to say this is the reason, because after she was doing all these other things and saying all the other things, and she see no one was backing down and everybody was still responding, then she want to bring in throw out her Joker card and say they doing this because of the alphabet community. Y'all,
because she's gay. I'm taking my gloves off today because she's gay, but she used the word queer.
Yes. So after all of these things she was saying wasn't working, then she went to that Joker. She brought that joke out and bowed. Not the small Joker. She pulled out the guarantee. You got the small Joker, then you got the guarantee. She pulled out the guarantee card because she know people will fall back if they hear that word, because no one wants to be considered, homophobic.
Here's the thing. You done? I'm sorry, brother. Are you done?
Yeah. Pretty much, guys.
Okay. Here's my take on it. What I heard was I heard. Let me start off. I'm going to start off on a positive note. I heard a very intelligent woman, but it was very distasteful for me to hear the way she responded, as though she didn't know that she was going to get some type of backlash behind twerking. Here's the thing. Yes, you are educated. It's obvious you're a very educated woman. You went to the Ivy League school. But you have to understand that the position that you hold, it holds a lot of weight. It holds accountability. You represent that state of Rhode Island. Those people, you are an elective official. You represent them. They put you in place. And yes, you got the right to feel free to do what you want to do. But just understand, okay, yeah, that's your off time. You say, oh, this is my off time. And so when she said that reminded me of the mayor, I forget his name, Barry.
Talking about of
DC.
Yeah. In DC.
That reminded me of him. Marion Barry. She said, that's my off day. I was off. In other words, she's not working. So basically she could do what the hell she want to do. So what if Marion Barry, the one who got caught smoking crack, if it wasn't the video and he said, hey, I was off that day. I was off. You see what I'm saying? So that's where we don't hold ourselves accountable. And that's where we're going wrong. And that's where we're going as a society, in the Western society, particularly in America. That's why that's why the ship is sinking. Because people keep moving the goalposts, people keep changing the rules. And just because you have a high education, just because you're an elected official, you still have to understand that you have to hold yourself in high regards. That's the part that you have to look in the mirror and say, this is what I have to do. I'm not saying you have to be a robot. And she's saying the people put her in office because she seems so relatable. That may be true. But again, a person of your educational status twerking, so that means you are intrigued by subculture stuff. And that's where I say that as a society, we're going down because we don't know how to draw the line when we're in high places. We want to do with everything, anything goes. And that's what's it's gonna wind up biting us in the butt maybe 50 years from now, And And if that time come, hopefully I'm dead and gone. I don't even want to see that day because it's going to be a bad day. I saw arrogance. I saw self-centered. I saw, um, like you stated, she threw out, because I'm, well, she used to, I'm black and I'm a queer. She used both of them. And I'm going to say this. You are, yes, it's obvious that you're black. We can see that. You don't have to say that. And another thing I want to say, and I'm not scared to say it, taking gloves off. I don't get paid to be on YouTube, but I'm still I'm respectful of gay people. Let me say that. But just because you're gay you still have to hold yourself to high regard. What does that mean? That mean because you're gay, yeah, you could twerk, but if you press put it out here on blast and you posting it, then yeah, you're gonna get some backlash. Just be like you said earlier, expect the likes just as much as the dislikes, and sometimes the dislikes outweigh the likes. That goes with this area. That goes with this social media stuff that she put herself in. So she needs to humble herself, and I'm quite sure I'm not saying she's a bad person. I think she's a great person. I just think she made an awful decision. But what got me is we got to stop saying because I'm black, and you got to stop saying because you're black and gay. If you're wrong, you're wrong. You can be gay and wrong too. You could be gay and black and wrong too. You could be black, gay, and wrong. You're still wrong. And so it's all about, at the end of the day, it's about accountability. You being elected got nothing to do with your sexuality. You twerking on your head got nothing to do with your sexuality. You being arrogant, self-centered, full of yourself has nothing to do with your sexuality. That has something to do with your character. And that's the part what got me with this young lady. I don't know how old she is. I never heard of her until you sent it. And then once
I remember when she got elected because they were saying she was the first.
And she went that went viral too, by the way.
Yeah,
it went viral.
I remember when she did, because they was talking about she was the first ever part of that community to get elected.
And that's another thing. I'm tired of us saying the first black this because the first black that. All of this is inaccurate information, huh?
And if you're the first to do anything when it comes to,
but what does that have to do with your sexuality?
It don't. But what I'm saying is,
and we need to stop doing it as a race. I don't want to hear I'm the first black. What? Listen, just stop the BS. Just keep moving. Make your accomplishment and keep it going. That's why I'm at with it.
And so I had a conversation with a friend, and she asked me about why do men have a problem with twerking? And I told her, I said, well, I said from the guys that I talked to, because she said because it's an African dance. I said yes, it is, but we're not in Africa for one, and two, I said you gotta also understand that. I said men are visual creatures. We just are. We visual creatures. So we're gonna look at whatever the topic is. And I feel like if you break dancing and you spinning on your head, what would you be looking at? If you break dance spin on your head, I'm gonna be looking at your head, right? If you doing moonwalking, doing the dance moonwalking like Michael Jackson, I'm gonna be looking at your feet. If you doing the bankhead bounce, I'm looking at your arms and your shoulders. So if you twerking, what am I looking at? Am I looking at your eyes? Am I looking at your nose? Am I looking at your feet? No, I'm looking at your butt, because that's what twerking is. And in the urban community, we know what twerking is. We know what twerking is. We know that when you go to certain places, certain areas, you're gonna see twerking, and you know what it means. You know what to expect. I said that's one of the reasons why we have a problem with it, because y'all do it and then feel like, listen, don't look at my butt. Just know that I'm a woman and I'm expressing and dancing. No, that's not how it goes. Men are visual creatures.
Once again, let me say this. I'm gonna say this right here. Okay. If you look at, they talking about this, you know, you mentioned something about Africa, whatever, and I'm just gonna go there just for the sake of conversation. You can go look in anybody political candidate, a person that's holding a seat as a politician in any country right now, you will not see this buffoonery going on.
Yeah. I don't care. You
And
could
just
type
because,
it.
and guess what? Because guess what? If she was a straight woman, let me get this part straight too. If she was a straight woman, it should not be accepted. If she was a white woman, it should not be accepted. If it was a black man, it should not be accepted. So regardless of your color, regardless of your sexual preference, it was wrong. Period. It was dead ass wrong. So just accept it and move forward. Say, hey, this is wrong. I made a bad choice, and keep it moving. That's it. You ain't gonna see nobody from China fucking twerking. You ain't gonna see it. You ain't gonna see no African politicians representative twerking. You ain't gonna see it. Yeah, they might do that dance with that little tribal dance, depending on what part of Africa that is. You may see them in doing a little tribal. That's a bunch of, we make excuses. That's why I say the black thing, we make too many freaking excuses. Just because somebody black, just because they black and a woman, just because they black woman and a gay. I mean, stop this shit, man. This I'm telling you, the ship is sinking because of buffoonery like this. Stop moving the freaking goalposts. Hold yourself accountable. If you don't want if you wasn't a political figure, this wouldn't even be a subject. How about that?
Nope.
All right. So, let's go forward. Yeah, man, I got to take the gloves off today, man. Screw that. So, here we go. This Brittany Griner. This Brittany Griner, she was arrested maybe 2 months or so ago. And so if you've been keeping up with the news, then I'm quite sure you're aware of what's going on. But I'm going to play this, and then again, we're going to come back with our opinions. Hold tight. Let's see here. Let me go this route. Let me see if I go here. Let's see here. No, let me try to exit this thing out here. I'm trying to get the side crap out of here. Let me go back here. Hold on a second, please. All right.
Griner's coach says the star's detention.
Trying to get us in here. Hold on, please. There we go. There we go. Much better. Okay, let me start this thing over.
Isn't getting as much attention as it should. She says if LeBron James, for example, were held abroad, it would be treated much differently.
This is the coach. Brittany
If it was LeBron, he'd be home, right? Yeah, it does. It's a statement about the value of women. It's a statement about the value of a Black person. It's a statement about the value of a gay person. All of those things, and we know it, and so that's what hurts a little more.
All right, let's talk about that with Carrie Champion, journalist and host of Naked with Carrie Champion. Carrie, it's tough to hear her say that. You think
I'm going to stop right there. That's all we need to hear. So this is the coach of Brittany Griner saying because she's a woman, because she's gay, this is why the United States haven't brought her home yet. That's what she say. So let me remove that. All right, brother, we're back on. So
First of all, if that she used the bad example. She used one of the most professional, not only player, but men on and off the court. This man is a family man. This man take care of his kids. He take care of the community. She used the wrong. She could have said anybody but him. She used the wrong person. He would never be in that situation because he's not that type of guy. And here's the thing, Daniel. Russia doesn't live by the same policies that we do. They have different laws over there. Like, how are you gonna how you? So I guess she thinks that the United States could just go over there and say, "Hey, listen, Russia, listen, man, listen. Even though y'all don't trust us, we kind of beefing right now. Look, let send her home, and look, we'll be good. We'll be cool. We'll squash all this stuff with Ukraine. Like, we'll squash everything. Just send her home. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. Russia is not one of those countries that the United States have been into and has influenced ever. Never ever has United States been able to influence Russia. Never. So what makes you think a basketball or a WNBA player is going to actually be able to, well, they're going to be able to go over there and say, look, give us this person and, we'll call it even. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. It just don't.
Excuse me. I want to say this. Once again, the gloves are off. Our chief and commander is like 200 years old, has Alzheimer's, and probably shit in the pamper. And you want him to convince Russia. You want him to convince Russia, hey, we're going to trade one of your guys who you have captive for our WNBA, one of our leaders. Once again, brother Cleveland, I agree with you 1,000%. It doesn't freaking work like that. It doesn't. So here's the thing. So she's saying if it was LeBron James, he'll be home. You goddamn right he'll be home. If they got to call the damn Navy SEAL to get LeBron, goddamn it, they will. If I got to suit up to go get LeBron, you goddamn it, I'll suit up and goddamn give me some fatigue on. I'll go help get LeBron. I'll go get him. You goddamn right. Yeah, you right. He would be home. See, here's what kills me is this right here. Once again, you have a person because of their sexuality, because of what they do in the bedroom, because of what they do in the bedroom. It's not important to the world. That's the part you don't understand. It is only important in the United States because y'all controlling. Y'all been in position of power, and you putting pressure on people, and you're making people seem homophobic when they're not really homophobic. They just disagree. They're not homophobic. Phobic is fear, extreme fear of something. They're not homophobic. Just because a person disagree doesn't mean they're homophobic. But that's just for educational purpose. But you damn right. LeBron James wouldn't be there because LeBron James is not going to be trying to sneak no hash oil in no foreign country. Now, let me be clear. There's a lot of dumb Americans in other foreign countries right now to this day before Griner still in jail. And there's no United States representative, no representative came by and scooped them up. So you think the Navy SEALs supposed to just suit up, come down, get on the helicopter, swing down a freaking rope, kick down the door, and bring a 7-foot woman up a helicopter and bring her back to America the next day. If it was LeBron James, you damn right. I'll call Rambo, Commando, G.I. Joe. Yeah, I sure would. And then another thing. So now that we're on this subject, So again, gloves off. My gloves off. So I'm going there today. Now, did you see her cleave that coach? Now I'm not being funny. I'm not being funny. I'm being funny, but I'm being for real. She was the most attractive woman, was she? She wasn't.
She looked like the wife off Rocky.
She looked a little bit more coarse than that. But yeah. So when I'm looking at her, I'm saying, okay, why did she go there? Because again, here's the part that I didn't understand. It made me a little tart. And the reason why I'm a little tart, because there's been NBA players making public appearances, doing some type of campaigning to help
The WNBA.
The WNBA with the Griner situation. Carmelo Anthony and a number of others have got on there, say it's not wrong. Even LeBron James, he didn't do a video, but he have spoke his piece, the Twitter finger thing. He's even spoken his piece on what's right and what's not right. But once again, when you're dealing with politics, a athlete can only go so far. An athlete can only go so far. You cannot go in somebody else's country and tell them what to do. You can't do it. For those who don't know, I'm in here in the Dominican Republic. Whatever they rules are, I gotta go by them. If I don't go by them, guess what? They got a jail down the street. And guess what? They jail ain't like our jail. See, Americans are spoiled. See, ain't nobody feeding you. See, what they do on Sunday, Cleve? They family be down there in a long ass line with food, bringing it to their loved ones. Oh, we ain't feeding you. We ain't feeding you. You see, I showed it to my wife the other day. El Salvador. And look this up. When you get it, look at this joker because they've been infested with gangs. Because America gonna wind up doing it too. But anyway, I don't want to jump subject. Anyway, he loaded 6,000 folks up in 10 days.
Oh yeah, I seen that.
6,000 of them.
That's what.
And they talking about America, talking about this humane, and that, man said this our country. We're gonna run it how we want to run, and that's the problem. Because, and I'm bringing it back to us. We as Americans are some spoiled freaking brats. We thinking that we can bend the rule anywhere we go, and that's not the case. I get in the car when I get in the car and drive here, they drive crazy as Hades out here. I might be cussing and fussing to myself, but I know that I'm in their country. I have to follow those rules. As crazy as they are, I still got to get to point A to point B. I may fuss about it to myself. I might tell my wife 1,000,000 times how crazy it is. But again, I'm in their country. I am a visitor. I am a foreigner. Let me take this even further, because she said if it's LeBron James. And so I noticed they've been trying to compare
NBA to
the wages with the NBA and the WNBA. First of all, the NBA been 75 years, something like that? Damn near 100 years. Since 46. Since 1946, the WNBA was established.
No, the NBA.
I mean, yeah, the NBA. I'm sorry, the NBA. The NBA. Thank you. The NBA was established in 1946. The WNBA was established in 96. We're talking about in the middle of the freaking crack era. That's not long ago. The WNBA grossed a total of $60 million. And they trying to compare freaking salaries with NBA players. So today I'm going there because y'all making me go there. Damn bug flew in here. I hope it ain't no bee. I hope it ain't no bee. So here's the thing. All right. So this is from Commissioner Adam Silver in 2018. The NBA Commissioner Adam Silver stated that in 2018, the WNBA had lost an average of $10 million each year that it has been in existence, including 12 million in the previous season. Now he made that statement, but then in the but they just brought this back in, let's say March 7, 2022. So they're not bringing in that type of revenue. Notice I said 60 million, right? So this is right out the corona. The WNBA, the NBA projects 10 billion with a B, $10 billion in revenue as audience return after COVID. But TV viewership is a big question. But anyway, my whole point of it is, so let's break this down. You want the same kind of pay because you feel that because you run up down the court that you should get paid the same amount as they. So now you're trying to do this sexism thing. See, that's this old feminism. You see what I'm going with this, Cleve?
Mm-hmm.
That's that same feminism. That's why I say, remember that lady, she look a little rough, and I guarantee you she's a feminist. And she look like nothing. I have nothing against gay people, but she don't look like she like men. Let me say that. But again, but men has been advocates for the league.
They have.
And she turned around and dissed them. She turned around and spit in their freaking face.
Yeah.
That's an insult. So hold on, Cleve. Hold on. So I had what was other crap I read. Anyway, I was another article that I read where they was trying to compare the damn Brittany Griner salary, one of them damn females, to Steph Curry salary. I'm like, hold up, wait a minute. And so here's the thing you have to understand. First of all, there's two different leagues. You have a female league and you have a male league. Okay. And I just gave you the history of when they first started ground. So I gave you that. But here's what you have to understand from a business point of view. The NBA is bringing in billions of dollars.
With a B.
And they've been in the league 75 years. They've been in existence for 75 years, almost a freaking 100 years. And you have the WNBA been out for what, 30 years, 31 years, something like that, 30 plus, in its early 30 years, still relatively new compared to a league. Now, let's be clear. When you look at those WNBA, because I'm going there now, when you look at the NBA, you see butts in the seats. People pay to come see those guys, especially when you got a star on your team. That's why every team want at least one star, because they know they bring buns to the seat. So now that brings in revenue. That brings more job opportunity from within those stadiums. And now in the WNBA, and I turn quick. I'm being honest with you, because I don't watch y'all like that. I don't. But when I just hit it for 5 minutes or so, it's not that many people in the stands. I can buy a nosebleed seat and come down and sit in the front.
You can sit on the bench, Paul.
Yeah, and they would. Yeah, I can put a wig on and probably play. And average about 6 points. But my point that I'm making is you're not bringing in that type of revenue, but you expecting those type of dollars. That doesn't make sense. It has nothing to do with male versus female, but you're trying to push the narrative. You done got these girls stirred up, and they out here trying to say, well, yeah, we need the same amount they need. Look, LeBron, I'm getting this amount. I'm a star in the league. I deserve this amount. No, you don't. The league is not bringing in that type of revenue. As I just stated, the one of the commissioners at the time was saying that they are losing money each year. Now, another thing, again, gloves off. Most of those females, I'm being honest, they're just not marketable. They're not marketable. They're not marketable. So y'all got it mad at Donnie Imons. Man, he said some crazy stuff. I'm not going to say that, but they're not marketable. They do look. They all tatted. Some tatted up and chest bumping. It look a little weird. It's not intriguing to the mass public. That's the truth about it. See, because that's a small group. And so now a person, you just ain't bringing, it's not attractive. It's not attractive to the masses. Let me put it that way. It's not attractive to the masses. So for you to try to compare that product to the NBA product, you're doing yourself a disservice. It's a waste of time. You're giving yourself a one big headache because it's not the same. And
It's
you
not.
stop trying to push this narrative about the man versus the woman. You see what I'm saying? Or because we're gay, well, that's the reason why we ain't getting our money. That's not it. You're just not filling in those stands. Has nothing to do with your sexuality. But let me say this for the sake of sexuality. I noticed now walk with me with this one on Cleveland. Walk with me on this one. I'm gonna say the last 20 years. You remember Cleveland used to be all men and football analysts on the thing, on the football games, pre-game, stuff like that. Have you noticed they've been incorporating a lot of women, right? And again, I have nothing to do with it. I have no problems, no quarrels with that whatsoever. Let me be clear. But I will say this, because all gloves off, 99% of those women were attractive.
And that's why they put them on there. And most of them come on, they not married too. They single.
So that is my point. But they are marketable. You see?
Yeah.
So even in today's, you got today's with Skip and Shannon. They always got the little mediator woman in the middle. Everybody got their little show with a mediator. Then you got Stephen A. Smith and he bring in people and he got his mediator as a woman, but they're all attractive. That's the common denominator. And I'm not saying WNBA women aren't attractive. There are some attractive women in there, but there are some that not so attractive. They got the tattoos, they got the color in the hair, they got the, it look a little rough. Some of them. Now I thought they was gonna turn it around when they had the girl from Notre Dame because she's a cutie. I forget her name.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, with the long hair.
Yeah. Now I thought they was gonna try to turn it around and try to, promote it a different way or whatever. Because at the end of the day, this still America. And regardless of what they say, sex sells.
Yeah, they not, because that's not majority of the basketball players. You got a few that are okay looking. But one of the things that I was talking to a friend of mine, she was saying that she thinks that like all the women should get paid with the men get paid. And I said, where's that revenue gonna come from? And she was like, well, I mean, just what the same place it comes from the NBA. I said, okay, well, let's go down that rabbit hole. I said, all right. I said, first of all, the stadium that the WNBA women use is the NBA stadium. They share it. Actually the NBA allows them to use this doggone stadium. I said, and then two, I said, okay. I said, ladies, I said, it's plenty of y'all women that feel like these women should get paid. So I asked her, I said, who is your favorite I said, who's your favorite NBA player? And she was like, I like Steph. She named all these players. I said, who's your favorite WNBA player? What's her name? I said, exactly. I said, you arguing I said, you don't even support them. How many games have you been to? I said, so even if y'all women was to come to the game and support them, then you know what you know what she said? She like, man, I went to one of them games and it felt like them women was trying to hit on me. I said, exactly. I said, so there you have it. Like, no one wants to support that because for one, it's not marketable. Two, it's not fun. I said you would rather go and see men jump out the gym, dunk, and do all these things. You're not gonna see that. You got one or two women in the league that can dunk. I said, you're not going to see that. I said, it's not marketable. I said, so to try to compare to, I said, because these guys didn't start 75 years ago making millions of dollars. They had to build their way up to get there, to make the money that they make, because they got the revenue coming in from clothes, from television,
vehicles,
from tickets, from
vehicles,
yes, advertisement, from
crypto.
Everything. I said everything. I said it's so much revenue that comes in there. I said then on top of that, not only are they watching us here in the United States, they watching us over there in other countries and trying to be. I said you hear them, they want to be like Mike, they want to be like Kobe, they want to be like Steph. You don't never hear none of them say they want to be like none of them WNBA players. Nobody. I said so they not marketable. I said so if y'all want change, with all this feminist movement stuff y'all got going on, y'all support each other. Get the revenue there. I said because
that's the thing. That's the thing. Because again, like you said, the climate, when she sat down, went there, she felt like people was trying to hit on her. Not saying this happened all the time, but it evidently happened to her. So that was something that she experienced. So if it feels like that, then it's like shit. Who want to go there if that's not what you're a part of?
Yeah, and I'm like, so I asked her, I'm like, so what do you think? What do you think they? I said, so you think they should get paid like LeBron and all of them? I said, why? They're not doing the same job. I said, I'll tell you what. Why don't they try to? I said, why don't they cross over and try to make it to the try to make it to the NBA? Because if you want to get paid like them, go ahead over there and play with the guys. I said it's not gonna happen because guess what?
The thing about it is, no, it ain't gonna happen.
It ain't.
First of all, their star may not make the team, and if they do make the team, they won't start. That's just a fact.
Yeah.
But
then they're gonna throw the you didn't pick
I'm
me.
a woman. They ain't let me start because I'm gay.
Woman. Yeah, all that. It's crazy.
Don't nobody want to hear that crap.
Yeah, the revenue is not there for them to make the money. And plus, no one wants to watch that. Not even women. Women don't even want to watch that.
Ain't nobody sitting up there watching that. They try to promote it and they try to blend it in. They doing the best they can, man. But man, that thing sucked, man. It's not marketable. Again, you said what now?
She didn't put her foot in her mouth. That coach, she better hope she didn't burn no bridges. Because the reason why they still stand is because of the NBA, because of LeBron, because of LeBron and all these players is supporting them. Matter of fact, listen, they had a game. One of the guys didn't know the girl number. He said that girl. He said the woman with number 30. Oh, she can ball. She got mad and offended.
And again, they think they think they're supposed to have the same type of. They don't have the same type of star power. Like. And I'm not knocking Brittany Griner or whatever. She's a star in their league. And we know Brittany Griner for. When she was in college, she was real tall. We did a one slam. She was tall enough. Nah, she ain't jump. She just tall as hell. I mean, she didn't have to do much to slam.
Dunk.
That's what I'm saying. She didn't have to do much to dunk. She was so tall.
Mm-hmm.
And since then, she done got into a little few relationship altercations.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and again, like I say, if anybody go to somebody's country with any kind of substance, that's your ass. So why is it different because it's Brittany Griner? Why is it different because
she's been going there for years?
Why is it
not
different?
Her first trip? She's been going there for years.
Yeah, she's been playing for Russia for years.
Yeah,
so
why? So she can get there and get that stuff. She could get that from there.
Why does it change? Why does it change? Because it's a black gay woman. That's supposed to just automatically make her right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's BS, man. It's BS. And not to mention Russia's in the middle of a freaking war, and you up here talking. And first of all, we're not allies with Russia. And you up here talking about give me this, give me that, and I'm supposed to pay attention to you, and you supporting my opposition, the one who I'm in war with. Are you kidding? They're not even thinking logically. And well, if this is what LeBron, really? And if I'm not mistaken, Cleve, I was trying to find it, I couldn't find it. But if I'm not mistaken, she's not the only American that's over there.
No.
They have a couple of more captives.
No,
Captives
they
as
have
well.
they have several over there.
Right. So my point that I'm making is, what make her, even if they was to do a trade off, what make her jump the freaking line? I mean, if I've been here,
because she tall and they could see her over everybody. Listen, I hope something does work out to where she come home, but the use that the things that they saying, the reason why she's over there and the reason why United States is crazy. I've seen stuff where people said because she kneeled on the flag, that's why they not coming. You know, I didn't heard all types of things, man. I'm like, oh my goodness, man. I'm like, y'all
everything but she didn't supposed to bring that substance to another country. Everything but that. Because I'm going to tell you right now, in other countries, if you bring, it ain't got to be a whole lot of drugs. You bring a little bit amount of drugs, man. In some countries, man, that's life.
But guess what? In a lot of these countries, you know what they not having? They not having mass shootings. They not having mass shootings, and guess what? Their crime is down.
And they don't have mass drug problems.
Yes.
But anyway, brother, we're gonna bring this thing to a close. As always, this was, pretty interesting stories. Mm-hmm. But anything on your heart, share your words of wisdom.
People, we appreciate everybody who support us, everyone, who subscribe, share. Listen, it like Dan, you say, it don't cost you nothing. Hit the like button. Share with some people. If y'all got topics, that y'all want to discuss or y'all want us to discuss, y'all can message us and let us know, some things that, the things that y'all feel on your heart, things that you feel, can help and better the community, but I just want to say, we like both of these topics. I mean, I can't believe it's 2022 and these are the things that we complain about in our community. Like we got so many big fish to fry, and these are the things that we're dealing with. It's crazy to me. It's just crazy to me.
Here's the thing. Let me say this first and foremost. I have nothing against anybody that's, living an alternative lifestyle. If you choose to be gay, be gay. That's one thing. But what I do have a problem with, I have a problem when you try to wear it as a badge of honor. I have a problem with you trying to use that as, like Cleveland said, as your card, your space. You try to use that as your card, as
your trump card.
Yeah, your trump card. You try to, like, I'm gonna stop this person, so I'm gonna say this is the reason why. And if we keep up with this same type of mentality, it's going to ruin us as a people. It's going to ruin us as a country, because one, a person should be able to voice their opinion. We should be able to respectfully disagree. That's one thing. Mm-hmm. Two, you can't make nobody like you. I've said it on several shows. I'm a black man. I'm not trying to go around here making somebody like me. You got black folks don't like black folks. So I'm not trying to, make somebody who don't like black people. I'm not trying to convince them to like me. That's their problem, not mine. And that will be my advice to you. Just live your life. But you don't have to try to force it down somebody else's throat, because that's the path you chose. That's your path. Just because I don't choose that path, that don't mean that I'm the enemy. That's all I'm saying. But we got to stop using this, because the common denominator in both of these different subjects, even though they were two different stories from two different extremes, they both used it as this is the reason why it's happening to me. Everybody playing the victim now. You see what I'm going? See what I'm saying, Cleve? Yeah. And so if we keep doing this, then it's gonna go downhill. And what saddens me the most is, this show, the main thing we do talk about is family. But what saddens me the most is if anybody out there is gay, please feel free to comment on this. It just feels like they're using their sexuality before their race. I'm talking about particularly the black in the black community. They seem like this is what they're doing. I don't know if they're thinking about it or not. It just seems like that come before anything else. I don't know. You tell me. On that note, we out.